From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Arnab Goswami on The Debate at 9. Presented by Renault. Powered by Amity University, Jacqua Lighting and Hero Maestro.
Good evening and welcome. Every single day, a new statement from Rahul Gandhi's Congress party, which makes us really worried for what is going on. And viewers, before I start, let me say this first, that now there is a new condition that has been set by the Congress party for what the Prime Minister should wear. And the Congress party says that the Prime Minister must wear green clothes because green is associated with Muslims. The Congress party under Rahul Gandhi has also said that besides wearing green clothes, because green is associated with Muslims, Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, must also wear, and I'm not joking, they've actually said this. They say the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, must wear a Muslim skull cap if he is to prove that he is secular and tolerant. So they want him to wear green clothes and a Muslim skull cap. And this comes days after saying that if the BJP comes back to power in 2019, then Hindus will come together to drive Muslims out of India. Now they are saying that the Prime Minister of India must prove that he is indeed a tolerant man, and the only way to prove his tolerance is by wearing a Muslim skull cap. That the Prime Minister must prove that he is secular by wearing a skull cap. Not just this. The Congress says, and I repeat, that the headgear worn by traditional Naga tribes in the Northeast is hilarious. So according to the Congress party, the Prime Minister, if he can wear hilarious tribal headgear, he should also wear the green color, which according to them is associated with Muslims. So this is what the Congress plan for Narendra Modi is. Before 2019, Modi should wear green clothes and a Muslim skull cap. I'm repeating this so that the seriousness of all this is not lost upon the viewers. And viewers, you judge tonight as I debate. I don't know where the Congress or Rahul Gandhi is going. I don't know what kind of Muslim appeasement they want to do and why they are taking it to this level. Why does Rahul Gandhi want Modi to wear a Muslim skull cap? To put it very directly, will he ask Ghulam Nabi Azad and Salman Khurshid or other Muslim leaders in his party to wear saffron clothes? Will he tell them to wear Hindu symbols to prove that they are tolerant and secular? And if he won't, then why does he want Modi to wear a Muslim skull cap? Debate number one tonight, viewers. Debate number one. Congress mocks tribals and demands the skull cap test for Narendra Modi. Debate number two tonight at 10 o'clock this evening. Debate number two at 10, viewers. Scrap 35A. Do you want to alienate or integrate Kashmir? Two big debates, and here are the headlines, top of the week this Monday evening on The Debate tonight.
You've seen him in hilarious sort of Naga headdress with feathers, and you've seen him in various kinds of extraordinary outfits.
Author of cattle class insult now mocks tribals, calls the Prime Minister of India's Naga headgear absolutely hilarious.
कांग्रेस नेता शशि थरूर ने पूर्वोत्तर के और नागा टोपी को उन्होंने जिस तरीके से बहुत हंसी मजाक के साथ जो कहा है, उसको लेकर के कांग्रेस पार्टी तुरंत माफी मांगना चाहिए।
India takes offense. Ministers seek apology from the Congress for calling tribal headgear from the Northeast outlandish and hilarious.
Why does he refuse to wear green? It's a color that he says is identified with Muslim appeasement.
The Congress party says the Prime Minister must now start wearing green clothes and also says he must wear a Muslim skullcap to prove his tolerance. Is wearing green clothes proof of secularism? The race to polarize the Muslim vote bank is debate number 1 tonight. Why is Rahul Gandhi doing this? Is Kashmir for all Indians or just a few? National demand to scrap Article 35A. And do they want to integrate or discriminate? We expose and confront politicians' fear-mongering on 35A. If there are 2 words to describe the Congress approach in the last few months, they are to insult and incite. Across the country today, there is, as of this minute, an overwhelming outburst and a tsunami of anger over and against Rahul Gandhi's Congress party doing 2 things. One, insulting Indian culture, insulting tribals, and calling the headgear of Naga tribes in the northeast of India as hilarious. Secondly, there is an outburst of anger, and rightly so, against the Congress party for insisting that if the Prime Minister is to show the world that he is tolerant, the only way for him to do it is to wear green clothes, which they feel he thinks is associated with the Muslim community, and to wear, believe it or not, viewers, the Congress wants Narendra Modi to wear a Muslim skull cap. Unbelievable. And tonight we'll debate.
On the debate tonight, Congress's headgear insult. He's the author of the cattle class tweet. And the feudal mindset is still alive.
Why does our Prime Minister, who wears all sorts of outlandish headgear wherever he goes around the country, around the world, why does he always refuse to wear a Muslim skull cap? You've seen him in hilarious sort of Naga headdress with feathers, and you've seen him in various kinds of extraordinary outfits, which is the right thing for a Prime Minister to do. Indira Gandhi's also been photographed wearing various kinds of costumes. But he still always says no to one. Why does he refuse to wear green? It's a color that he says is identified with Muslim appeasement.
Congress party has mocked tribals.
नागा टोपी को उन्होंने जिस तरीके से बहुत हंसी मजाक के साथ जो कहा है, उसको लेकर के कांग्रेस पार्टी तुरंत माफ़ी मांगना चाहिए, क्योंकि ये हमारा परंपरा है आदिवासियों का.
It's quite condemnable that Mr. Shashi Tharoor is making such irresponsible statements about the mosaic of Indian culture.
While mocking tribals, Rahul's Congress has thrown a tolerance test at Prime Minister Modi.
Why does our Prime Minister, who wears all sorts of outlandish headgear wherever he goes around the country, around the world, why does he always refuse to wear a Muslim skull cap?
They tried to divide with the Hindu-Pakistan insult.
You can be sure that within 4 or 5 years, they will have a majority in the Rajya Sabha as well. Then they will have all the 3 elements they need to tear up the Constitution of India and write a new one. And that will be a new one that will enshrine the principle of a Hindu Rashtra, that will remove equality for the minorities, that will create a Hindu Pakistan.
They followed it up with the Hindu-Taliban insult.
ഞാൻ അവരെ പോലെ ഒരു ഹിന്ദു അല്ല, അതുകൊണ്ട് എനിക്ക് ഈ രാജ്യത്ത് താമസിക്കാൻ അവകാശമില്ല. എന്താ ഇപ്പൊ ഹിന്ദുയിസമിൽ വരാൻ തുടങ്ങിയോ?
They tried really hard to push the Hindu terror narrative.
हर हिंदू तो आतंकवादी नहीं होता, लेकिन जितने हिंदू आतंकवादी पकड़े जाते हैं वो सब संघी क्यों हैं, ये हमें बता दो.
From insulting Hindus to insulting tribals, will Congress go to any extent to polarize? Let's debate.
Okay, to anyone on my left here, I'm going to skip the introductions. Why should Narendra Modi wear a Muslim skull cap? Why should he wear a Muslim skull cap? Yes. I would say I don't think he needs to wear a Muslim skull cap.
No, but at least.
I don't think, I would say it clearly, I don't think the Prime Minister of India...
Don't think so?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Give me one reason.
You want me to give you a reason?
This is the secular country.
Okay, yeah.
This is the secular country. Let me make my point. Please have a patience to listen, sir.
That it happens only with the skull cap. And then
Sir,
say that
please maintain the decorum of debate.
Dushan, one thing I want to
दिखाइए सहिष्णुता दिखाइए शांत बैठिए पहले उसको बोलने दो आप अरे बैठो शांति से बैठिए
Dushan, we want to have a debate. Emma, don't respond.
आप शांत बैठिए ना पहले
Emma, don't respond.
नहीं आप उनको आप चुप बैठिए पहले
Emma, don't respond.
Have the habit of sitting down.
बैठ जाइए शांति से
Who's going to set the etiquettes of debate? I will set the etiquette of debate. Okay, now everybody listen. I will then.
Set the decorum of debate.
Mr. Falahi, then listen to me. In that case, the question was to you, he should not interrupt. Now, I will let you all debate. But what I'm saying is debate. The moment I'm starting, I know it's a controversial subject. I know it's a Monday evening. I know you all want to debate it. But the moment I'm debating this, then don't have parallel conversations because we won't be able to hear each other.
Exactly.
He asked me, why should the Prime Minister of India not wear a skull cap? The simple answer to that is, why should the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, allow me to complete, wear a skull cap? He practices the Hindu religion.
Okay.
1 minute. Okay. Simple answer.
Okay.
The Prime Minister of India should not have to wear the skull cap because he is a practicing Hindu.
Parallelly,
he is a practicing Hindu.
When he can wear the turban of Sikh in Punjab, when he can wear different dress code of India in Northeast, then what is the problem in wearing the skull cap?
Okay, Sambit will respond.
See, this is the problem is that when you are saying that you are a secular political party, but you have a different, you can say, different criteria for different communities. It shows somewhere. See, Mr. Sambit Patra, please.
Okay.
Mr. Modi has to prove that he is a secular politician.
So he has to prove it by wearing
a skull cap. Yeah.
No.
He can see.
One versus one.
Just a second.
Windows and thank you.
He got the highest civilian award by Saudi Arabia. He got
secular.
You made your
I've heard you, and I heard I did
not
not interject. Allow me a few seconds now. I'm astonished, Falaiji, because you are an Islamic scholar. I never thought that you...
I'm not just Islamic scholar. I'm
you are a scholar. You are a scholar. You are a scholar. You are a secular scholar.
Everybody is carrying a multiple identity.
Sir, I got you, sir. Please allow me a few sentences.
Listen to each other.
Sir, you are a scholar, and when you define secularism as saying that since Mr. Modi is a secular leader, he should be wearing a skull cap, I firmly believe that you are a secular leader if you see to it that the people of this country get the basic amenities and development. If gas cylinder reaches a corner of this country, I believe more than wearing a skull cap, that is what is more important. If just a second, sir, if Aisha or Siddiqui sitting in some corner of this country get to reap the dividends of development of this country, that is secularism. Can I ask you a question, sir? You are my brother. Sir, with folded hands, I did not shout at you, sir.
Sorry, I'm not shouting.
With folded hands, sir, can I ask you something?
You can see the ambience of the studio.
Can I ask you something, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, you are secular?
Of course I am a secular.
Sir, will you wear a tilak?
So, see,
no, will you wear a tilak?
But I'm not a Prime Minister of India.
Sir, will you wear a tilak, sir?
When I will become
asking you a question.
See, when I will become the Prime Minister of India, definitely I will...
You will what? You will what?
Huh?
You will what?
If
when you become the Prime Minister of India, you will what?
Or if I will be holding any constitutional post. Any constitutional post.
Okay.
So what
I have to
So you mean to say our former vice president who once rejected, saying that I am a practicing Muslim and I did not wear tilak. You condemn that?
He's entitled to his opinion.
So Mr. Modi is not entitled to his opinion.
Sir, but when he is wearing a turban of Sikh community and he's going to in a northeast, he's using
I
a
ask
Naga
you simply.
I
ask a follow-up question. Because now when I come in, everybody has to be quiet. Listen to me. Fantastic point here. No, I have to, because otherwise you won't stop. Otherwise you want to anchor the program.
I concede you're the anchor.
The question therefore is, and simply put, Rahul Gandhi now says, the Congress party says, that Narendra Modi has to prove that he's secular, and the way to prove he's secular is by wearing a Muslim skull cap and green clothes. Because green, according to him, Modi thinks green is associated with Muslims, so he has to wear green clothes and a Muslim skull cap. Simple question here. Mr. Paracha, open up for debate today. Would they ever ask Prime Minister Manmohan Singh to replace his turban with a skull cap? Prime Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh, was Prime Minister for 10 years. In 10 years, did they say, take off your turban and wear a skull cap? Why do you do this? Why these constant, terrible insults? You want to, allow me, you want to go all out to say, I want the Muslim voter.
This comparison
but my question is,
irrelevant.
what is odious? The comparison that is absolutely irrelevant is this, that Salman Khurshid is a Muslim. Simply, will they tell Salman Khurshid tomorrow that Salman Khurshid, prove you're secular, wear a Rudraksh mala, wear a tilak, and wear saffron clothes to prove that you are secular?
See,
this is, I say this is an insult to everyone in this country today, that you have reduced your kind of politics to this, and that you have had the temerity to say it, and this is with the official permission of Rahul Gandhi, that Shashi Tharoor is saying it. MR can debate with Paracha, between both of you right now. This, and we have the visuals here of the Prime Minister wearing the gear which the Congress party says. Well, either of you can, but only both of you. Thank you. Only both of you.
I will give you a chance.
Only both of you.
I believe you should also be a secular person, but anyway.
The issue,
Arnab, is very, very clear. It is not wearing or not wearing is a personal choice. But when you make it a point to tell this entire world that I will wear everything else, but not a Muslim skull, that skull cap. That is the problem. That is what is happening.
Why should you wear a Muslim skull cap?
No, I'm not saying that.
Why should you? Is it a rule?
So then no. Allow me to finish.
Okay, I say. I ask you this. I have never worn a Muslim skull cap. Am I secular?
Arnab.
Am I communal?
Prime Minister's
I have never worn a
program
Muslim
is
skull
fixed.
cap.
When he refuses, makes it a point that a person proposes and he refuses. That is what is the problem, because Muslims and Christians.
Proposes? Why? Why should
Prime Minister's programs are prefixed.
Why should you wear a Muslim skull cap?
He makes it a point to point out that I will not wear a Muslim skull.
Yes,
I will wear everything else.
So
but that's all right. That's all right. That's his personal choice. But he is harming the country by doing that. Harming the country by doing that.
MR on the other side. While I ask a question before MR you come in, I ask a question here. You now want to do an alliance in Uttar Pradesh. You have an ally, Samajwadi Party. I say, tell Azam Khan to wear a tilak on his forehead made of sandalwood to prove that he may be a Muslim, but he is tolerant. Then tell him, tell Azam Khan today that, and tell Salman Khurshid today to wear Rudraksh malas. Tell Azam Khan to wear a tilak on his forehead.
They will wear.
Why would they? Why should they? They shouldn't.
For the country, they should.
No, why should they? That is absolutely fake.
I will tell you.
MR is on the debate. No, this is the limit.
More than 50 Muslim countries do not insult the Muslims.
No, in fact.
Muslims are an asset for the country.
No, yes.
Muslims are an asset for the country.
Not this type of,
Paracha.
funny dressing. We are not in a fancy dress competition.
Muslim countries can give you lot of help and lot of petroleum. So do not insult Muslims.
Okay.
Harm the country. That's what I'm saying. Do not insult Christians, because there are you want to bring in Mr. Trump and you are insulting Christians.
Okay.
So that's not good. Do not harm the country's interests.
Okay. Now you are reduced secularism to a fancy dress competition.
No, I'm not.
No, you are. No, please keep quiet. I didn't disturb you. Please keep quiet.
Tribals are far more good-looking than our Prime Minister. So this headgear will not suit him.
According to you,
so that's also
secularism is a fancy dress competition. The best man with the best costume will be decided who is the most secular. And you people here will decide. On the contrary, I would love every Muslim to dress like a Muslim, be faithful to his Quran. No, please, sir, please have the discipline, sir. First dress की बात पीछे करते हैं, थोड़ा discipline कर लीजिए.
Okay?
अरे सर, जितना भी है, आप अपना रख लीजिए, मैं अपना रख लेता हूँ. That is what I'm saying. I am saying that I will keep my dress to myself. You keep it to yourself. You don't have to, this started with
Nehru. There is no such a thing in Islam. So why you are relating to Islam?
Fancy dress mode.
You are missing the point.
No, you are missing the point. You are only skin deep. The problem is that it is reduced to being skin deep. No, you are missing the whole substance. I may be missing the point. You may be missing the substance.
पलाई साहब, आपने एक बड़ी बात कही. आपने कहा कि there is no dress code in Islam. So headgear is not a dress code in Islam.
No, it's not.
Then why-
Absolutely
then
not.
why-
This is
why-
very
why-
serious problem.
why should Allah
Then
will-
why should
making
So why such a hue and cry? You right now, in fact, sir,
before making any statement, you should go through the history. Please, you should go through the history
आप कभी
before
पीछे नहीं
making
बोलते
any
हैं,
statement.
आप स्कॉलर हैं, इतने सुन लीजिए. आपने अभी क्या कहा? You in fact pointed towards my friend, you pointed towards him, and you said that keep quiet. There is nothing called as a dress code in Islam.
I didn't say keep quiet.
Achha, you said you should not say that there is a dress code in Islam.
Yeah,
there is no dress code in Islam.
Exactly.
And before that you were saying that the Prime Minister should wear a headgear, that is the skull cap, to prove that he's secular. So if there is no dress code according to you, the scholar, in Islam,
Now you come to the point.
Mr. Falai,
Now I'll tell you why.
Mr. Falai, I want to follow up. I want to follow up with Mr. Falai.
You are trying to defend the indefensible. That is why you are confused.
Question. 1 minute, Falai. Can I come in, please? Viewers, on the debate tonight, we are discussing. I want to remind the viewers, in case they are joining in right now, of the absurdity of what we are discussing. And sometimes when I do these debates, I wonder to myself, what is wrong with the Congress party? What is wrong with Rahul Gandhi? One day you say Hindus will throw Muslims out if BJP comes to power. Next day you say we must break the Hindu community. Next day you come out and say Hindus are terrorists. Now you come out and say Modi must wear a Muslim skull cap. I say there is no mandatory provision that anyone in India has to wear a Rudraksh mala or a Muslim skull cap. Absolutely. Just as there is no compulsion, even within Hindus, that you should not have to wear the Rudraksh mala. There is no compulsion at all that must exist among all Indians that to prove that you are not communal, you should wear a Muslim skull cap. And I give one example. I give you one example.
Food habits now.
I say Angela Merkel, think about it. You will destroy the country. You people will destroy the country.
We are agreeing with you, but let's talk about food habits now.
Will single-handedly Paracha people like you.
On some people to eat a particular thing and not eat particular thing.
Who's particular thing?
You are saying this is your argument. I'm not. This is your argument. Nobody should stop.
I am saying I will not wear a Muslim skull cap. Am I communal?
People are being lynched for their food habits. People are being lynched for their food habits.
In my life, let me say to you, in my life, I have not worn a Muslim skull cap.
Very fine.
1 second. I have not worn, and I see no foreseeable reason.
Like this.
I see
like
no foreseeable reason. Tomorrow, if I anchor wearing a Muslim skull cap, will make me secular. By that logic, any person who has any public persona, Kanchan Gupta is sitting there. Say to Kanchan Gupta tomorrow that next time you come on the program,
are you holding any constitutional post?
What do you mean by that?
No, which?
So the new rule, in India.
Exactly.
Where does
One of you. Give me time.
You decide who.
Now please tell me. No, Mr. Arnab.
This is an excellent point.
No. Therefore,
I didn't make my point complete. Let me complete my point. This is not the way to.
Okay, silence.
Please allow me to complete.
You made your point. Two people have
made.
I didn't make.
Sir, you have finally brought topic politics down to the Constitution of India. Where does the
When you are going to register your political party, when you are going to register your political party under the representation of public act, you have to say that you will represent the whole community of India. Irrespective
you answer my question.
Regardless of
where does the Constitution
religion, caste,
say?
and linguistics.
Sir, where does the Constitution say that somebody has to wear the topi? Show me where does the Constitution say it?
No.
So he said constitutional post.
Yeah.
You said
please,
constitutional
this is not the way to debate. So please, what I may ask you.
The issue here is, you see, don't try to cover up. Don't try to cover up.
I'm not trying to defend anything.
One of you, please, stop it.
Shashi said,
I'll come back.
What Shashi said is deeply offensive. You ridicule the native gear of the Northeast. It is the official position of the Congress party. So the Congress, because it got kicked out of the Northeast, now thinks that all of Northeast is ridiculous.
No. I say he's debating. Hold back. John Dayal is debating.
And the Congress is trying to pander to rank minoritism in Central and North India. Therefore, you say Prime Minister should wear a topi.
Wear a turban of Sikh.
So what Mr.
It is his
Sinha
choice.
did was official line of
It is
the
his
BJP.
choice.
So now you have a definition of choice.
Yes.
Of course, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it shows that
Sir, why do you wear a white kurta today? Why did you wear a white kurta today? Why not a dark kurta?
Okay,
so you are not secular. You are not secular.
I can.
So I will decide.
See,
because
I'm not representing the whole India. I'm not representing the whole India. I'm not representing the whole India.
I will declare you are secular. You are not secular.
All the culture,
stop this rubbish, sir. Stop this rubbish. Because as Samit said, giving gas connection, giving electricity connection, giving job opportunities, that is real secularism.
Jobs. Even Nitin Gadkari
Joshi is saying.
You will not see it.
Are we discussing jobs? Stop it. And by the way, I set some rules here. Just hold on. Hold on. Ashutosh,
rules permit
Ashutosh.
Is because he has a history, and if he wears a skull cap, it will allay the fears of the people concerned. He has a history because of which he was denied.
Not speak over each other. Can I request? I'll come to
one thing.
Emma is debating with Ashutosh.
No, Prime Minister can wear the skull cap and we can remove the police.
That police and that doesn't matter.
We can remove the army, we can remove everything. Because they will allow everything.
Please, you wait. No, I'll come to you. Wait.
Who cares about our sensitivity?
I will.
No, what is ridiculous? You don't have anything to show.
Because you say
to show, and that's why you bring up this.
Wearing a dress
Shashi Tharoor calls dog whistle.
No, Shashi Tharoor is a buffoon. He's a buffoon. We don't go by what he says.
No, he's right.
We don't go by what he says.
He was talking about things which concern the nation, and now the whole debate has been shifted to something else.
He's a comedian next to Rahul Gandhi, so we don't look into it.
He explained it. That man is your God. Yeah, I'm telling you that when you don't criticize a God Rakshak, when you don't criticize a God Rakshak, then it means that you have right to attack.
Okay, so all of you are worried.
Can I ask you to wait, please?
All of you are worried that the Prime Minister, by refusing to wear a skull cap, has insulted Muslims, he has insulted Islam. The same Prime Minister who all his life has refused to wear a skull cap goes to Saudi Arabia, which is the keeper of Islam. Okay? Once again, wait a second. No, don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. No, wait. Let me complete.
Saudi Arabia,
what I'm going to
the
say.
Wahhabis,
all three can't speak together. I'll decide who speaks. I will tell you who speaks.
And gets the highest civilian award over there.
Okay. Here we go.
He is received so well over there.
I'll give you full turn. I will give you full turn.
You said 50 Muslim countries.
I will give you all full turn.
50 Muslim countries have no problems dealing with a Prime Minister who refuses to wear a skull cap. Sitting in the studio, you presume to speak on behalf of those 50 Muslim countries.
You know the logic behind wearing the skull cap? Do you know?
Okay. Ashutosh. Mr. Wait.
Do you know the logic behind wearing the skull
Get
cap?
out of this. This is so ridiculous. You have to be a hypocrite.
It's a symbolic expression.
You have to be a hypocrite.
Symbolic expression that you are giving.
Kabhi tilak pehen liya.
Okay. I just want to come into observation. I'll give it to you. Can I please? Okay, there are two gentlemen who have not spoken. I will come to them now. But I just want, while I speak, first of all, 30 seconds you give me. Then I want you to introspect. French President Macron says no religion is a problem in France today. According to Rahul Gandhi, the French president must wear a skull cap to actually show the world that he is secular. Angela Merkel says, German Chancellor Angela Merkel says, tolerance is the soul of Europe. My question is, according to them, they will say, Rahul Gandhi will say, wear a burqa. So, should Angela Merkel wear a burqa? Should Macron wear a skull cap? You're laughing, but I'm telling you it's a dangerous argument. And I wish you to think about this today, that I think what you are not thinking about is, what you're not thinking about today is, John Dayal, allow me, am I asking you to intervene right now? Just understand in depth, secularism is respecting every religion. Not putting a situation where you are deliberately, what the Congress is doing now, it is thumbing the nose of every Hindu and every non-Muslim, especially Hindus. Of late, John Dayal, let me complete. I'm asking, I am making a point to John Dayal. Why are you coming in? You've spoken for the first 15 minutes. John Dayal, secularism does not come at the cost. Come at the cost of. No, John Dayal, secularism does not come at the cost of everybody who's not a Muslim. Today, you have dared to say that the Prime Minister must wear green clothes and wear a skull cap. And it's not that you're doing it accidentally, because over the last 2 months, what have we seen? You can appeal to the Muslim vote, but do you have to, on a daily basis, provoke Hindus in the way that you're doing now?
15 uninterrupted seconds. Hey, I mean, knowing your love for Shashi Tharoor, I would have anticipated that we would have a debate.
Just a minute, please. Just a minute, please. I wish to correct you here.
It is not
most politely, that Shashi Tharoor is the official spokesperson of Congress Party. B, that when he made his earlier statement on Hindu Pakistan, the Congress Party openly endorsed it and he said so. C, therefore, this is a statement not of an individual, but of a political party. Yes. That's what I'm placing.
So I'm going to give you the first of 3 surprises. I am not going to support Shashi Tharoor's statement.
Congress statement.
I'm not going to support the Congress statement if Shashi Tharoor spoke for the Congress. But knowing his love for his use of words, maybe he didn't even want to say what he said. Perhaps. It comes out.
This is
perhaps. No, I'm not. But who the hell can defend Shashi Tharoor?
No, it's not about Shashi Tharoor. It's about.
No, hold on. So allow me my 15 seconds. Allow me my 15. Allow me my 15 seconds.
Don't need to, prime friend.
My second
Since you're not defending the Congress Party today, the 15 seconds can be.
John.
You have quite correctly reduced this ridiculous thing to this ridiculous debate. My third thing
is not a ridiculous
Mr.
debate,
Modi's
sir.
secularism.
When we have a scholar over here demanding that the Prime Minister can prove secularity, only when the Prime Minister wears a skull cap. This is not ridiculous. This is the narrative that you all are trying to throw into the ring.
Mr. Modi's communal approach to life, to politics and to governance is judged by 100 other small which with add up to this extremely communal government, which I've seen.
I wish to come in. We also have Rajat Sethi and Nageshwar. I say today, who the hell is the Congress Party to become the stylist of secularism? Exactly. The stylist of secularism is, if you are secular, according to Rahul Gandhi, you have to wear green clothes, you must not do yoga, you must not wear tribal head clothes, and you must replace it with a Muslim skull cap. Who the hell is Rahul Gandhi to tell me to wear a Muslim skull cap? Why should I?
Muslim skull cap?
Why should I?
It is
No, why should I? Because he thinks it's fashionable. He thinks it's fashionable. And the unapologetic comments today, which I and by the way, this happens. This is happening in a country.
They won't allow him.
That's it. Let's go.
I
had to rebut him. Just a second. I have to rebut John. See, whether you all vote as a secretary, let me come to the issue. Remember, Arnab, only a few months or a year back, we were debating on a very serious issue. I love our former president, who is no more with us, Mr. Kalam. And do you remember when his final resting place was being designated, was being prepared, there was a huge controversy as to why a replica of Gita was kept in that final place, and why there was a Veena kept besides his final resting place. And when these people then were shouting that the Bharatiya Janata Party and the ones in power there were trying to communalize the whole thing by keeping a Gita, because Mr. Kalam was a real secular. He never distinguished between Quran and Gita. He firmly felt that Quran and Gita both are the ethos of this country. That time you were the ones who were pointing fingers towards us. And today look at the audacity. Today look at the audacity. You say that the Prime Minister has to wear a skull cap. No, it doesn't appear. The ones who read Gita do not behave like this. So please.
Come on. No. Have you read the Bible? Quite obviously.
No, I have not read the Bible. I have not read the Bible. I respect it, but I have not read it. I will not. But let's come to the topic. Let's come to the topic. Let's not go that way.
The topic is Rajat Sethi is on the program.
Just 5 seconds. I have a very important point, Arnab, with your and my friends, that's thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. मुझे बोलने दीजिए. Just 5 seconds. See, you all said that wearing skull's cap would prove the Prime Minister's secularism. And moreover, my friend Ashutosh Mishra said that that will give some amount of security to the Muslims, at least to the optics. My question is, year after year, every Congress leader was doing this. They were hosting iftars and wearing only skull's cap, but yet we had Bhagalpur, yet we had Maliana, yet we had Nelly massacre. 5,000 Muslims were killed. And Salman Khurshid said, he was a Congress spokesperson who said that the Congress's hands are bloodied with Muslims' blood. Did I?
Yeah.
Can I and he said that.
No, and I also want to bring in here viewers. By the way, inundated with calls on the program tonight, and let's see the visuals. The visuals is the question here is Rajat Sethi and Nageshwar are on the program. Rajat Sethi and Nageshwar are on the program, and I wish you to just be a little tolerant on and listen to them today. If we want to talk about secularism and we talk about inclusive history, I want to ask you why, and these are the visuals here, why is the headgear that Narendra Modi is wearing today on the left-hand side, right? Why is that less reflective of India's diversity than the Muslim skull cap? Why? Is it because you have 20 crore Muslims, but the numbers of people who will wear that skull cap would be in a few lakhs? Tell us the truth today. Your problem essentially is, and what if I begin to ask you questions that the Rajasthani pagdi are worn by local tribes, significant, reflective of the rich culture of the Rajputs? I ask you today, why is the Rajasthani pagdi less important than a Muslim skull cap? Explain to me, why is the Rajasthani pagdi less reflective of the diversity of a Muslim skull cap? No, there is no compulsory provision that I have to wear a Muslim skull cap to be secular. Nageshwar is debating now. Nageshwar, sir, I tell you one thing. Rajat Sethi and Nageshwar on the debate. Rajat Sethi and Nageshwar on the debate today. I also ask you viewers. I ask you viewers today. No.
John Dayal, rather than looking into the history of Rajasthan, what the dresses Rajasthanis wear and condemning them,
why
you look into the behavior of priests first. Go and look into the behavior of priests. कोई बच्चा चोरी करके भाग रहा है, यहाँ पर आकर राजस्थानी क्या पहने?
डॉक्टर,
अरे बैठ जाइए जॉन दयाल, फर्स्ट गो एंड लुक इनटू व्हाट्स हैपनिंग इन द प्रीस्ट. अरे so
तुम्हारे को दिक्कत है,
as soon as you show him the mirror, people are running with the बच्चे, shouting on Rajasthani. How dare you condemn how dare you condemn the Rajasthani headgear? You should not do that.
You see, I say this as I get.
priest के बारे में क्या बोल दिया, ये तो नाराज हो गए.
आसाराम तुम्हारा दोस्त है क्या? कोई ऐसा
वो priest आपका दोस्त है, हमारा तो नहीं है.
मेरा दोस्त
priest आपका क्या लगता है?
मेरा
priest क्या है? priest क्या है?
डॉक्टर साहिब फंस गए आप. आपको ऐसा नहीं बोला.
Okay, one. Just on a serious note.
आपका प्रधानमंत्री
on a serious note.
भगत था. हम कह रहे हैं. मोदी साहब आसाराम के भगत.
On a serious note, Muslims.
That was a very serious note, gender.
What's serious? I say Muslims. Is it wrong to say Muslims? Should I say minority community?
Yes, that's much better.
Your problem is if I speak a straight language, you have a problem. Why?
Because
you can say Hindus, no one can say Muslims.
No,
why?
we never say Hindus. We always say Brahmins. We always say Kshatriyas. We always say Hindus.
My God, what is that?
We never say Hindus. Only Hindus. When did we say Hindu? When did we say Hindu? When did we say Hindu?
They say Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and
Tell me the fourth thing. Shudras. That is what you are.
Exactly.
That is what you are. That is what you are.
Okay. One.
That is what hurts. That is what everybody else for you is Shudra. And we accept.
For you,
we are the fourth. We are the fourth.
Okay. We go back. Paracha, just cool down.
I agree.
Paracha, just cool down. Paracha, just cool down. Just cool
Not with you.
down. Just cool down. I wish to give to Nageshwar. I wish to go to Nageshwar. If you stop interrupting me. If you stop interrupting me, now Kanchan Gupta. There are two gentlemen.
Yes,
I want to get on the program.
You only believe in Brahmins, not Hindu. You never believe in Hindu. Hindus. You only believe in Brahmins.
Nothing called as Hindus.
You said
what is Hindus?
You are only
How can you say that? How can you say that?
Sir, please be silent. Sir, please, sir. Paracha, I'm requesting.
Here is Mr. Pracha saying that what is Hindus? Who are Hindus?
Yes, you tell me.
My God, just look at it, viewers. Here is a man sitting next to me saying that there is nothing called as Hindus. Who are Hindus? He says, who are Hindus? For them, Hindus are nothing.
You
they have
think we are
taken Hindus for
Shudras?
granted.
You think we are Shudras? You think we are Shudras?
They have taken Hindus for granted. Just
we
imagine.
are not these three.
Just
We are
imagine
anything else but these three.
I bring you back to the subject of the
anything
debate.
else but not
Paracha,
these three.
I go back to
We
the
are
subject of
everything
the
else
debate.
but not these
I go
three.
back to the subject of the debate. Emma, don't engage. 1 second.
When you say we are untouchables, we do not accept that.
You did not allow me to complete my sentence. John, you did not allow me to complete my sentence. The moment I said Muslims,
you think we are Shudras?
I make a point.
We accept. We accept. For you, everybody is a Shudra.
You are Muslim.
For you, everybody is a Shudra. Apart from.
How do I know?
No, that's not.
How can you?
That is what it is. There are 4 Varnas.
How can you?
There are only 4 Varnas. Tell me if there is anything else.
You have to
You tell
declare you're a
me
Muslim.
if there is anything
You are
else.
obsessed
There
with
are only
it.
4 Varnas for you.
Sir,
Okay, can you stop? Can you stop?
All right.
Now I request you now to stop. Kanchan, don't respond, and John, wait. I made a statement here, and I must be allowed to complete my sentence. And there are 2 gentlemen I want to involve in the debate. First of all, I've given my very clear views. I am only coming in with my observations, but when I do, I don't need my sentences completed. So what I was saying when I said Muslims, and Paracha stopped me, I said Muslims are as much a part of India as Hindus. Am I saying something wrong?
Yes.
They are as important. Allow me to complete. Allow me to complete.
This is bad.
Allow me to complete.
What do you mean as much?
What do you mean as much? What is this? Why separate? Why separate? Don't separate.
You narrow-minded man.
Hindu versus Muslims.
You narrow-minded man, John Dayal.
Don't say Muslims. We are oppressed classes. We are.
Okay, so I say this, if it makes you happier, Hindus are as much a part of India as
No,
Muslims.
all of us are equal. We are all equal.
Okay, fine. So everybody is a part of India. In that context, allow me. Don't shout. I say every religion is important. So there needs to. So then please stop and don't complete my sentence. I don't need, sir. You know what, Mr. John Dayal. I wish to tell you one thing. I'm speaking to you, Mr. Dayal. Do not. I need to complete my sentence. And by the way, do not give me your suffixes and do not give me your background music, because I'm coming with only limited interventions. I must be allowed to speak. I am saying today, what is this constant hankering over putting Muslims first? So this question goes
Again, Muslims.
Allow me, Paracha.
Why should we allow you?
This is not done. Not Muslims. Not Muslims. Do not say Muslims. Do not say Muslims. Do not identify Muslims like that. No,
we will not allow you.
First say Brahmins. First say Kshatriyas. First say.
You want to put on the Hindus.
Vaishyas. And everybody else.
Muslim
Okay, now thank you, Paracha. Now John and Paracha and Falai. Now you know what? Now stop it. Enough. Now listen to me here, Falai. When I'm making a point, there are 2 guests out here, I'm trying to get them in. You're constantly giving background music is not necessary. You need to stop here right now. I cautioned you. I gave you the first 15 minutes. There are people. So then let me complete my point, right? You think the 3 of you should not believe. The people watching this program right now have seen that on multiple occasions the last 20 minutes, and I'm being very patient on this, the moment I say half a sentence, you must not stop, because the more you hunt in packs, the more I'll question the reason why you're doing it. Maybe you cannot match your intellect with mine. Now listen to me.
Minorities
I don't mean to be rude.
cannot be in packs.
The question is this, and I said that nobody should be forced. Now here's Rajat Sethi. Stop it. Rajat Sethi and Nageshwar are on the debate right now. I have taken this position on every time. When Sushil Kumar Shinde specifically calls out for minority youth not to be arrested wrongly, I said he's wrong. When Mamta Banerjee says that during Muharram we should not have Durga Puja processions, I said she's wrong. When somebody says, when Zamir Ahmed, Karnataka's Minority Affairs Minister, says it will be good if Sharia courts are set up, it's wrong. When the Prime Minister of India, Manmohan Singh, Falai, don't you dare speak over me. Stop it now. Falai, I'm telling you, don't do this. 4th time I'm warning you. Manmohan Singh says in 2006, that Muslims must have the first claim on resources. I said all Indians should have the first claim on resources, not Muslims. But what is absurd right now, and I want to get Nageshwar and Rajat Sethi, and don't blame me for not getting you in, because these people are heckling me. The question is this, that you are now saying that the Prime Minister of India has to wear a Muslim headgear. Why should he wear a Muslim skull cap? I ask you, Nageshwar, debate today. It's a trending debate tonight. Debate with Rajat Sethi next 3 minutes. Maybe they'll take a little drinks break out here. Water we serve here on the studio. I am telling you, why should Modi wear a Muslim skull cap? I say Modi should not have to. Should not have to wear a Muslim skull cap. There should be no compulsion that Rahul Gandhi should now force Modi to wear a Muslim skull cap. If Rahul Gandhi wishes to personal choice, Modi doesn't wish to personal choice. Respect his personal choice. Do not force it on people. No person from any religion can be asked to wear the religious insignia, headgear or clothes of any other religion. It cannot be allowed in this country if this is a secular country. Nageshwar is debating with Rajat Sethi. Sir, I'll come to you later. I'll come to you later.
What would you say about
Absolutely, I'll come to you later.
I agree.
Stop it. Let them debate. Okay, only them on the debate, please. Thank you.
Arnab, let me make a point at least for 30 seconds.
MR, listen to them.
Arnab, I agree with you totally.
Go ahead, give you 30 seconds.
Who are you and me to decide what should Prime Minister wear? Just because Narendra Modi is Prime Minister, he will not lose his fundamental right to practice his own religion. What is this nonsense? Secularism is not caps and costumes. What is this nonsense? Actually, I can't understand. Who are we to decide? In fact, if you are a secular Muslim, you should offer Rudrakshamala to Narendra Modi. If you are a secular Hindu, you should offer a skull cap to Asaduddin Owaisi.
Shift the focus away from Prime Minister Modi back to Shashi Tharoor
if Asaduddin Owaisi, the MP of Hyderabad,
Shashi Tharoor shamed this entire nation and the northeast part of this country today. Arnab, let me bring this very important point. Today, Shashi Tharoor wanted to bat for the entire minority of this country. And while batting for this minority, he just threw out the micro-minority of this country, which are the northeastern people. I don't know what was his whole strategy behind this. And then I tried comprehending what was Shashi Tharoor's game plan behind this whole thing. Why did he throw out and kick out the northeast by insulting these people? It was because northeast gave them just 25 seats. Doing this kind of Hindu-Muslim jargon-baji on national televisions and on important things, they are going to polarize Muslim votes in their favor. Clear-cut strategy has been given by Rahul Gandhi to him to play on the Hindu-Muslim card. Now, my question to everybody out there is a very simple thing. Tell me, in the past 3 months, who has debated more on the Hindu-Muslim issue? Is it Prime Minister Modi and the BJP, or is it this Rahul Gandhi and Congress party? Who has uttered this narrative of Hindu-Muslim more? Prime Minister Modi on one side talks about developmental policies, programs, etc., finding out beneficiaries and talking, and it is on the other hand, all of these people, united opposition, they should be ashamed of what they're up to and what they've been doing. Throughout, they have destroyed the narrative, and as a young voter, I feel ashamed. I feel ashamed that the opposition
but beyond this, the question can be asked here.
Rahul Gandhi, who have zero insult. The entire day has passed.
Okay, now we have the panelists here want to come back in. Can I only make one assertion? Can I make one assertion? Are we now, therefore, my view is that this is a desperate Congress party deciding we want to come to some core vote bank. Can I complete my sentence? Can I complete? I'll give it to you after that. You are not. I'm making my observation. No, let me. So the Congress party says, 1 minute, the Congress party says there are about 10.4 crore scheduled tribe population of India. Right? And there are some 20 crore Muslims. And what they are basically saying is that the scheduled tribe population of India can be laughed at and abused. And Shashi Tharoor can say these tribals, they wear outlandish and hilarious clothes. Would he dare to say this about any other headgear? What if he had tried to make fun of Muslim headgear? Would on this program each one of you would have been opposing him? How can you sit here as mute witnesses when he abuses the tribals of India? No, but how do you?
You are not allowing us time.
I wish to play out two tweets before I continue.
Shashi Tharoor was
one sec. Two tweets today. Two tweets. Hashtag Kong headgear insult. Wish the panelists think about the soldiers on the border. We are wrecking the morale of citizens of this great democracy. Hospitals and blood banks have no label of religion running on the bottles. The same blood runs through our veins. Unscrupulous people exploit us. Ashamed. Sunil Jaitley. 1 second. One sec.
Mr. Arnab, you have to differentiate between religion and culture. By wearing a skull cap is
don't give me, don't.
It's not a, I mean, yeah, exactly.
Kanchan, I will give you. Kanchan responding. Kanchan and Falai.
The Naga headdress, which you guys are mocking, and
No,
saying
we are not.
outlandish
Sorry.
with
We are
feathers sticking out. That is cultural.
I refuse to be dictated. You are dictating. You are dictating. You are dictating.
The Muslim skull cap is religious. The Muslim skull cap is religious.
This ignorant man who has said this about outlandish headgear, he must understand that the hornbill warrior cap, I am just reading a detail. The hornbill is a very rare bird. Naga, the number of hornbill feathers on the headgears is like medals of achievements. The Naga has to achieve success to claim the number of feathers on his headgear.
Absolutely.
So this Shashi Tharoor must be and he is a hugely ignorant man not to know this basic fact.
How is it religious?
It's not religious. It's not religious.
It is not a religious symbol.
But the skull cap is religious.
It is not.
No,
Yes.
I can
Sambit to Paracha.
John. We all speaking together.
Okay.
Just a second.
Kanchan Gupta, Sambit and Paracha. Only Sambit and Paracha. Sambit and Paracha on the screen.
You all are scholars over here. I don't have anything against you. Just a second, sir. Prachaji, I want to ask a question to Rahul Gandhi, not to you. And I know you are not a Congress
ask him,
supporter.
not me.
Exactly. But you can have your own say after
Why
this.
don't you ask him?
I'm asking him, sir.
Yeah,
I'm looking towards the camera and asking him, why are you so disillusioned? Number one, Mr. Goswami, we would be naive enough to think that this was an incidental or one of the statements of Mr. Shashi. It's a deliberate plan. Deliberate plan of the Congress, and I will tell you why. Remember, there was a meeting of the Congress President, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, with quote unquote the leaders of the Muslim community, the Buddhijivis of Muslim community. Just a second. And after that, in the famous meeting in which Mr. Rahul Gandhi had said, "Ha ha, Musalmano ki party hai," the same evening, the first statement came out from Mr. Sir, just a second. You are not a Congress spokesperson, sir. Just a second. The same evening, Mr. Shashi Tharoor came out and he gave his first statement saying that Hindu Pakistan will become Hindu Pakistan. Within 2 days, Mr. Shashi Tharoor gives out a second statement saying that Hindus are Talibans. And now we have the Prime Minister should wear a skull cap and green clothes to prove that he is secular. This is a deliberate design of Mr. Rahul Gandhi. And Mr. Rahul Gandhi, none of you are Congress spokespersons.
That is a mistake.
Are you speaking for Congress party?
No, I'm not.
So please don't.
But you should have the guts to ask this to Congress. Bring them here.
Now.
Have the guts. Don't.
Mr. Pracha,
have the guts to bring them here.
Mr. Pracha, now 10 seconds. Mr. Pracha, I want to ask
Nobody is asking Mr. Modi. Nobody is asking Mr. Modi to wear anything.
Mr. Pracha,
I want to ask something to you.
We are not asking Mr. Modi to wear
whatever I had to ask Rahul Gandhi, I asked. I want to ask something to Mr. Pracha now. Now between me and Pracha.
The way he is refusing it, that I will do everything else.
He's making a point here. Listen to him.
Now, whatever I had to ask to Mr. Rahul Gandhi, I asked. I know no one is from Rahul Gandhi's side over here.
I'll answer.
Now I want to ask you something.
Yes.
I was very offended.
Yes.
The way you, sir, let me complete, sir. I was offended. I respect you. I know we have different ideas, but I respect you. The disdain that you showed for Hinduism today, saying that there's nothing called as Hinduism, you are Brahmins, Kshatriyas, and etc., but there's nothing called as Hinduism. There is nothing good in Hinduism. Hinduism is all about division.
Let him say anything.
Yes, he said that.
Lies.
He said that.
That is the
he said there's nothing called as Hinduism.
He will only
He said that there's nothing called as Hinduism.
RSS is only lies.
He said Hinduism is Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishyas,
you come and say anything.
and Shudras.
Liars, RSS basic technology is to lie.
Did I complete?
I have another question. I have another question.
Let me say.
I have another question.
I will say this mentality.
I have another question for Hindus.
I have hate
last point today. Rahul Gandhi went in Jammu and Kashmir.
And I hate RSS
when in Jammu and Kashmir
because they think only Brahmins are the rulers.
When in Jammu and Kashmir, only me. When in Jammu and Kashmir, Rahul Gandhi is in Jammu and Kashmir. When Rahul Gandhi,
no, let him be. If he has the mentality of a Brahmin, he has destroyed the country.
I'll take the debate
mentality of the Brahmins have destroyed this country. Upper caste mentality, no, everything that stands for casteism has destroyed the country. RSS is nothing but casteism.
Congress party has destroyed because, as you say, the Brahmins are destroyed. Rahul Gandhi has been a Brahmin and not Narendra Modi.
That is Shudras. Everybody you call Shudras.
Dushyant Nagar और ये दो विजुअल्स है हमारे स्क्रीन पर. On the one side, Congress party says
Narendra Modi's headgear is hilarious and makes fun of all the tribal headgear he wears. And dusri taraf kehta hai he has to now start wearing a Muslim skull cap. First, Mamata Banerjee pits Durga Puja against Muharram. Second, in Karnataka, you say we will break the Hindu religion and break Lingayats away. Third, you go and say Hindus are terrorists. Fourth, you want to bat for Sharia courts in a secular India. Fifth, you say Hindu Pakistan. Sixth, you say Hindu Taliban. And now you say that Modi must wear a Muslim skull cap. What am I to make of all this? Isko kya samjha jaye? Dushyant Nagar, please, who has not spoken so far.
बड़े बड़े दुख और दुर्भाग्य की बात है
क्या जो बोला
सांसद ने बिल्कुल दुख का बात है जो एक सांसद हैं चुने गए हैं जिन्होंने यूनाइटेड नेशन में काम किया है और यूनाइटेड नेशन सेक्रेटरी जनरल के चुनाव में 85 देशों का समर्थन हासिल किया है 2 बुकर उनको मिला है कितनी किताब लिखे हैं तो चेक कर लेना आपको तो सब कुछ पता है आपको तो सब पता है कंचन जी मुझे तो बोलने मत दो आप तो शांति से बैठ लीजिए ना थोड़ी देर
कुकर मिला है
अगर उन्होंने कोई बात रखी है तो थोपा तो है नहीं ऐसा तो है नहीं कि वो टोपी लेके किसी को पहनाने पहुंच गए एक सांसद ने अपनी भावनाएं रखी क्या गलत किया है नहीं क्या गलत कर दिया इनकी सरकार से थोड़ा सा और समय दिया है देखिए आपके शासन में केंद्र में आपकी सरकार गुजरात में आपकी सरकार एक लड़का मूंछ रखता उसको मार दिया जाता है एक लड़का घोड़ा पालता उसको मार दिया जाता है
घोड़ा भी मार दिया क्या बोल रहे हैं
क्या लड़का दलित का लड़का दलित जाति का लड़का अगर मूंछ रखता है घोड़ा पालता है उसको मार दिया जाता है ये तो आपके आशासन है आपके यहाँ डीएम के ऑफिस के बाहर आके दलित लोग आत्महत्या कर रहे हैं उनको जिंदा
विषय क्या है आप बात क्या कर रहे हैं
विषय क्या है आप लिए भी थोड़ा सोचिए मैं ये कह रहा हूँ विषय क्या है आप लड़कियां आप टोपियों के चक्कर में मत पड़िए आप टोपियों के चक्कर में मत पड़िए नहीं सुनिए मेरी बात पहले पूरा पहले मेरा पूरा बात सुनिए आप सुनिए उन्होंने जबरदस्ती नहीं किया मेरे भाई चुप हो जाए शांति से सुन ले भाई
And this is what secularism is today. To you, secularism is only a
secularism को छोड़ो ना
how you come, not what you do.
अरे एक सांसद ने कुछ बोल दिया आप लोगों को दिक्कत हो गई आपको दिक्कत हो गई एक सांसद ने कुछ बोला जबरदस्ती किया क्या अरे किसी के घर में गए क्या टोपी लेके अरे बोला उसने जबरदस्ती किया क्या क्या बोलते हैं
Samit, Dushyant,
देश का दुर्भाग्य कैसे लोगों शशि थरूर जैसे लोगों का आप लोग अपमान करते हो आप मजाक उड़ा रहे हो शशि थरूर का जानते हो अरे 7 जन्म लोगे डॉक्टर शशि थरूर की बराबरी नहीं कर सकते
ठीक है
7 जन्म लोगे तो भी
सुनिए
आप बातें दुष्यंत जी क्या है आप किस लेवल में है आप उसके
चलिए आप मुझे आने दीजिए आप मुझे आने दीजिए
क्या जबरदस्ती किया किसके घर गया वो टोपी लेके
दुष्यंत जी सुनिए
एक सांसद के रूप में अपनी बात रखा है आपको अच्छा नहीं लगा तो मत पहनिए
आराम से दुष्यंत जी आराम से मुझे बोलने दीजिए
पता शुद्ध है
Dushyant, hold on. Sambit, you will respond. But I have a question before Sambit responds. I have a question.
अरे आप लोगों को जॉब दो 2 करोड़ जॉब दीजिए ना 2 करोड़ जॉब दो सेंटर होम में लड़कियों के साथ क्या हो रहा है उनका जवाब दो आप क्या बात कर रहे हो डोकलाम में चाइना आ गया उसका जवाब दो आप क्या कर पा रहे हो कश्मीर में रोज बम्बे मर रहे हैं आप उसका जवाब दो
10 साल से एक ही फैमिली में बैठा है
फैमिली अरे उस फैमिली का बराबरी नहीं कर सकते उस फैमिली का बराबरी नहीं कर सकते आप लोगों की हैसियत नहीं है
राहुल गांधी
जॉब कितना दिया बताओ
Don't show all these things. Don't show all these things.
जाइए
आ गया टोपी देश को इतना टोपी देश को पहना है
Sambit is responding. Sambit is responding. But before that, you will respond. I have to be allowed to make a statement. The statement is this. The statement is, and you will debate with Sambit Patra. So please relax now. The question is, yes, you will with whoever you wish to. The question is this: Rahul Gandhi goes to Jammu and Kashmir. Point. And in Jammu and Kashmir, Rahul Gandhi wears a Kashmiri cap. Now, I don't know what it is called, but he wears a Kashmiri cap.
My question is, will Shashi Tharoor say that that cap is hilarious? The Kashmiri cap is a joke. So if a headgear of a Kashmiri is not a joke, then how is the headgear of a tribal a joke?
Just a second. That's what's in the name. Let's come to the topic. Let me come to the, please, Kanchan. See, first, let me answer my brother Dushyant ji over here. Dushyant ji, what really, you are a good person. I respect you. But what really perturbed me and disturbed me, the way you were shouting and saying that Shashi Tharoor जी की बराबरी आप लोग करेंगे, और वो जो गांधी, सर मैं कंप्लीट कर लूँ, और जो गांधी परिवार है, वो आप सब कितना बड़ा परिवार है आप जानते हैं. चलिए आपके दिल रखने के लिए मैं शशि थरूर जी को भगवान की उपाधि, भगवान शशि थरूर बोलूं, ठीक है? मत दीजिए. नहीं देना है. कैसे उनका सम्मान और करना है?
मैं कह रहा हूँ,
राजा विद्वान
बिगेस्ट
ये भारत की संस्कृति के
Dushyant, I'm requesting you to be quiet. Dushyant, I'm requesting you to be quiet.
Can I tell you, Mr. Goswami, the first debate a number of years ago that I had with you was of the statement of Mr. Shashi Tharoor, we are cattle class people. And once he had to travel by the cattle class, he considers most of us cattle class, he considers the Naga cattle class, he considers the tribals of this country cattle class. That is the mentality of the person called as Shashi Tharoor, whom my Congressy friend tries to eulogize and says that he's a great Vidwan. There is a famous saying in Hindi and Sanskrit, Vinashakale viparita buddhi.
Correct.
Just a second. Just a second. Vinashakale viparita buddhi. Reverse the fortunes of the Congress party is in the reverse gears. That is the reason as to why today they are talking about the headgears
and this question.
John Dale, I will not contest with you because I know you'll go and complain to Uncle Trump.
Why not?
Okay.
He's coming to India.
I thank you for joining me on debate number 1 tonight. And debate number 1 has been on the Congress party saying.
Promise to give the 15 seconds, but
I've given you 15 seconds, but the point here is that overwhelming number of people.
You will apply the tilak on your forehead. Because you said that is the test of secularism. Whether you apply the tilak on your forehead, whether you will allow me to apply tilak on my brother's forehead.
I thank you all for joining me on debate number 1 tonight. I am of the firm conviction that the Congress party should not try to impose any cap, any headgear on any Indian, and to say that Modi must prove his tolerance by wearing a Muslim skull cap is outrageous. I thank you for joining me on this debate.